my name is George. I run this website compareskateboards.com, in which you can compare skateboards, especially electric skateboards. And one of the companies I have on the list is Ownboard from China, and they were so kind to send me this piece of skateboard here. Ownboard, and this is called the W1S, and you can actually get the W1S for only 417 bucks, which I find quite cheap. So today I'd like to show you what you get if you pay 417 USD and what it feels to ride the W1S. I will show you 5 things I like and 5 things I don't like about the board, and finally I will also give it a rating. So check it out and enjoy. But before we do this, let's compare the W1S to its main rival, at least per my opinion, the Meepo V3, which was only released a couple of weeks ago. In order to do this, I have prepared a little chart which looks like this. I compare speed, range, and of course the price. And here it is. We have the Board Plus, which is the market leader, which I show for reference purpose. You have the Meepo V3 and you have the Ownboard W1S 6.0, which is the board I'm reviewing today. So the Board Plus goes 22 miles per hour fast, the Meepo V3 29 miles per hour, and the Ownboard W1S 25 miles. So Ownboard W1S is placed somewhere in between. You have a range of 14 miles for the Board Plus. Meepo V3, the base version, goes only 11 miles. And you have the Ownboard, which goes 14 miles, so at the same level of the Board. So pricing is high for the Board Plus with a price tag of $1,499, and you have the Meepo V3, which costs not even a third of the price of the Board Plus with 409 bucks, and you have the Ownboard, which is priced at the same level. Keep in mind that you can get the Meepo V3 and also the Ownboard with extended range batteries, which offer roughly 20 miles range and cost $609 for the Meepo V3 and $557 for the Ownboard W1S. So overall, the Ownboard offers a decent speed, it has a great range, and it's priced pretty competitively. So now let's focus on unboxing the board. This is how it's shipped. Looks like this. From bottom you have the casings here for the battery. So this is not plastic, this is very solid metal. This looks quite good to me. You have heavy trucks, the wheels, and here the hub motors. So here's, you can charge it. You can see that. And you got the power on button right here. Also, in contrast to older versions of this, you have the battery control right here. So let me try it out. Okay, it says 51%. So what's in the box? Let me show you. Of course, you have the charger. For the front part to cover it. Yeah. So I don't know. So and then you have those 2 spare urethane covers for the hub motors in case you wear them down. Some assembly tool, another tool. You have these things. I think somehow for the casings here, but I don't know. I've not tried that out yet. And then you have, of course, the remote control, which I'd like to show you in more detail. Here's the power on button. You have a drive mode switch, backward and forward mode, and the speed control. Let me put it in on. So now it tells me, okay, it's on. It also has the connection to the skateboard. So if I change the speed now, actually the wheels should start turning, which they do. So let me put it in the slowest mode. So it has 3 different driving modes. Okay, it tells me now it's going backward. Let me do it forward. So it keeps indicating what I select here. So that's now the slow mode, medium mode, and fast mode. If I now change the speed, that's what it sounds like if you have it in the fast mode on full speed. For me, this is still very quiet, I have to say. That's it about the ESC Maybe before I forget, you can charge it right here. It does not have a battery indicator on how much the skateboard is charged, but you can see here is a small little icon which indicates if the remote runs out of power, which is quite helpful. It does not have a LCD showing you the speed, but I personally don't need this anyhow. So as you can see, you get quite a lot of gear with the W1S, but that all doesn't matter if you don't like the board itself. For me, it's always quite important to have a good flexibility of the board itself. So let's check that out first. So this board has some flex, but not too much. So finally it's time to take it on the road. Let's check out first the slow mode, which is indicated like that. So here's watch the acceleration. Oh. Not bad. That's already fun. Could be a little bit more quick, but we'll try that out in a second. So we're going 19.8 kilometers per hour. Don't know how fast this is in miles. So let's try to go a little bit quicker. We go to medium mode. So medium mode without wearing a helmet, that's already sufficient for me and for this road. However, the board rides pretty great. It's a good feeling. It feels solid. Where are we? Yes. So what I find kind of impressive is the noise of the board. As I said before, you hear almost nothing of the engine. So here's the acceleration in full speed mode. Let's check that out. Okay, I won't go faster without a helmet, but I think the acceleration is alright. Probably not great, but for me that's sufficient. This is how it feels to ride the W1S. I hope this looks like fun, because it is. It does exactly what I want, so this is quite good. I did not expect it to be that good. Very precise steering and top speed of, I don't know if it's 25 miles, probably not, but it's okay. Feels great. So let's do a little brake test. I'm now accelerating to 16 miles per hour. Now full brake. I think this was approximately 10 meters or so. Okay. So now let's try to take this thing off-road. Not great. So this board is not made to go off-road, but let me try again. kind of funny. So now let's check out the climbing abilities of the board, which is not so easy because I live in a mostly flat area. However, there's one spot where I can try it. It's this bridge, which is quite steep. Let's check out how this works. I put the board now in full speed mode. Let's try it out. Nope. I'm going backward. Very slowly. That's great speed. So this is too steep for the board. Let me go up a little. This, by the way, is the German Autobahn. And if it's not that steep, it's okay. Here are 5 things I don't like about the board. Number 1, a lack of local support. Ownboard is from China. They don't have a retailing network. They don't have local shops somewhere. So in case something gets broken, you need to send it back or they need to ship you something new. And it might get hard to repair something quickly. However, keep in mind they're still very young. They are growing. So that might change in the near future. And if you have a question, they are always very polite and they answer quickly, so should be alright. Number 2 is the stiffness of the board. I like it to be a bit more flexible. I've shown it in the video, but this is subject to personal opinion. Number 3, the board is kind of heavy, in total 17 pounds, so it's quite a bit to carry around. However, other boards in this price segment, they almost were the same. Take e.g. the Meepo also weighs 17 pounds. Number 4 is the grip tape, which starts to show a little wear and tear. Here you see that there are some minor bubbles, barely seeable, but the grip tape starts coming off a little bit. However, at the moment it doesn't bother me, and they have also put some spare grip tape in the box, so probably doesn't matter as well. 5th thing I don't like is the material of the remote control, which is very cheap plastic. You see some scratches already after a couple of test rides, maybe a couple of dollars more, and you get a better feeling. However, the 5 things I like do also start with the remote, because it's simple but well thought through. You have everything you need. It feels great in the palm of your hand. It's precise and it's very robust. So for me, totally okay. 2nd thing I like is the grab handle. I've never had a skateboard with a grab handle before, and it's proven to be very practical for me. So I like that. 3rd thing is how quiet the board is. It's just very quiet. 4th is the overall quality of the board. The build materials are good. Solid metal, nice wood. I think you should probably be able to ride this board a couple of years. 5th and final thing I like about the board is its price, which is, in my opinion, very, very good for that quality, all the gear that you get in the box. The shipping, by the way, is also very quick. It only took 3 days to get the board from China to Germany. So totally worth it. This brings me to the final rating. You have some minor flaws, which I've just explained, but the overall quality of the ride is great. You have awesome specs. It is fun to ride. And in this price range, it's probably one of the best, if not the best, budget board that you can currently get. In total, it gets 4.5 out of 5 stars. And I'll put that on compareskateboards.com. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you own an Ownboard or another electric skateboard, feel free to put a rating on compareskateboards.com like I did for the W1S. And if you're interested in buying an electric skateboard, simply use the full list with all the electric skateboards in the market to compare the different specs of the electric skateboards on compareskateboards.com. So thank you very much and take care.